It is Wednesday, September 7th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our three favorite picks of the day. We got our 2 game picks. We got our 1-0 first inning. We got our parlay of the day coming right up.
As always, guys, if you aren't already subbed to our channel, just do us a favor. Go down, hit that subscribe button. Really helps us grow this channel. Also, while you're down there, how about you drop a like on this video?
And we are inching so close to 36,000 subscribers. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Let's hop into a recap. It's been 2, not great days. It was a 1-2 day yesterday as we dive into a recap. I mean, great call on the Marlins. Phillies under 3.5. I think they tied for 2 runs after that one. Valdez did not pitch well at all against the Rangers. Obviously, the Astros lost outright, so you can't win if your team loses. And the Angels Tigers, no one for sending, honestly was a really good call from us. We just got ruined by a solo Mike Trout home run, and it appears that's what the Angels like to do whenever we take no one first innings against them. But either way, we're going to keep diving back in. We're going to get back on that profit streak that we were on just a couple days ago. And I have a couple notes, and I want you guys to definitely dial in right here. College football, week 2, best bets. Logan's wearing his Gators shirt. We talked about his Gators versus Kentucky. We had a lot of fun talking about a bunch of the big games this Saturday. A video was already posted. Go check that out. We'll link it down below in the pinned comment. Number 2, the NFL is back. Our week 1 best bets video with a couple spreads and my favorite player prop to bet. That is live at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Get dialed in, lock into that video. It's going to be a really good one. You definitely want to check it out. And number 3, if you want another NFL video, well, you got another one coming to you tonight. Rams versus Bills is live. My best bets for that game live later tonight. I would say about 8:30 p.m., maybe 8 p.m. Eastern time. Definitely be on the lookout for that. We have a couple new All-Stars. I'll name them: Brian, Shayna, Harte. We got Hunter, we got Gemini, we got Tim, we got Glitch, we got Patrick. We got to get the bag. We appreciate you guys as always for joining and supporting the channel. Look, we give our All-Stars our plays a little bit early, including my favorite player prop so far this week. You definitely, if you want to support the channel, hit that join button. We'll shout you out in tomorrow's video. But look, Logan, for time to bounce back, for time to give the people some winners, and we're going to let you start it off.
Yeah, well, let's go to the Red Sox versus Rays game, and I'm taking the under 7 total runs in this one. Plus 100 odds on point bet is currently your best value there, as Austin's showing right here. Some of the books have it, even odds, more type split, but I'll go ahead and take the plus 100. Why not, right? Now, this one, just ultimate Logan's line reading, right? This one has to stick out to you. Like anybody that's bet baseball all season long, the books like to keep that total of 7 runs for like 2 ace pitchers. Well, the total to me is too low for 2 pitchers who haven't played well against each opponent. And last night, they scored a lot of runs, right? They scored 12 runs last night. So what are the books trying to tell us with this one? First of all, you know where the public is on this one. I don't even have to tell you. It's not on our side. Hint, hint. All right, so let's start with Jeffrey Springs. 5 and 3 earned runs allowed to Boston, right? In those 2 starts, not great starts, 1.5 whip and a 1.75 whip in those 2 starts. So Springs actually hasn't pitched well versus Boston today. Books maybe think he's pitches well today, right? Springs at home, I see where they're trending, right? 1.91 ERA and a 1.11 whip at home this year. So Springs, a completely different pitcher at home. I mean, a sub-2 ERA this far into the year, pretty solid at home. Red Sox, 6th in batting average versus lefties, which might, give you some hesitation, but this is where the whole Logan's last 3 stat, applies, because I don't care what you've done all year. Your lineup looked a lot different in May than it does right now, right? But in the last 3 games, the Red Sox are only hitting 206 versus lefties. Obviously, Springs is a left-handed pitcher, so they're barely above the 200, range. Springs is a pretty savvy pitcher. I think he should be able to, navigate the Red Sox order. Now, on the other side, we got Nick Pivetta, right? And now, again, total seems low for a Pivetta start because we know this boy can give up some runs like it's going out of style. 5 and 7 earned runs allowed to Tampa Bay this year. So 2 bad starts in those starts, terrible whips too. 2.2 whip and a 1.76 whip. Now, what are the books trying to tell us here? Like, why do they believe Pivetta won't get rocked? Well, if there's anything we know about the Rays at home, they're anything but consistent, right? Tampa Bay 20th in batting average against righties. Tampa Bay only hitting 232 in their last 3 games against right-handed pitchers. Obviously, Pivetta is a righty. And at home, 18th in batting average, 21st in OPS at home. Look, guys, I've trusted the Rays a few times and playing at the Trop, and I'm like, oh, they should be able to get some runs. Now they get shut out. So I'm just saying that Rays offense can dry out quickly. The books are kind of telling us that maybe Pivetta can dial back into his most recent start. He only gave up 1 earned run versus the Rangers, in his most recent start. If Pivetta can dial back, get whatever mojo he had working for that game and apply it to this game, we'll be in a really good position to cash this under. I do like it as a line read primarily, but we're going to cash that one. But Austin, what do you got for us today? Hey, you're on mute, Austin.
I keep doing that. So I went to player props yesterday, and it didn't go out too well for me. I should have known better. I don't like betting player props. So today, got my little juice, and I'm going to be drinking it because I'm going to be going to the Guardians, and I'm taking their team total under 4.5 runs. Now, the Guardians will be facing the Royals today, and we'll talk about it in a second. Now, if you want to go to that 3.5 at plus 120, you can do it. I just think the 4.5 and minus 135 is worth it. They could end on 4 runs like they did yesterday, and cash just bet for us. Now, like I said, under 3.5. I hope that hits too, because if that hits, then we're all in for a good day. But talking about the Guardians, under in 6 of their last 7 games. They did go over, I believe, 2 days ago, but did go under yesterday. Now, the Guardians are also under 4.5 runs in 32 of their last 50 road games. So this isn't the best road offense. We do know the Guardians, if you bet on them, which I've bet on them a lot this year, their offense sometimes is a no-show. And I think they're going to be a no-show today. At least that's what we're hoping for, because 38-year-old Zach Greinke is on the mound for the Royals. And Greinke on the year, more or less pretty solid, 4.14 ERA and a 1.35 whip. But Greinke, the old man, he loves sleeping in his own bed. He doesn't like going on the road, and you can tell by his home road splits. Look at these. At home, Greinke, a 1.98 ERA and a 1.16 whip. On the road, a 6.33 ERA and a 1.59 whip. So look at it. He's obviously at home today for Kansas City, and I really like that because that's where we want to see him. I'm not going to be backing Greinke on the road. You had the wrong guy, but he's had 2 good starts versus the Guardians under his belt this year. 2 starts, 0.84 ERA, a 0.94 whip, and the opponent is under 4.5 team total runs in 12 of Greinke's 21 starts. That's including all of his road starts. If you take away the road starts, the opponent is under in 4.5 runs in 9 of his 10 home starts. And while he's not going to pitch 9 innings today, and if he does, I'll maybe have to buy a Zach Greinke jersey. But the Guardians aren't a team that I think is going to run up his pitch count a whole lot. So I think he can get us 5 or 6 innings and get to that bullpen, which isn't best, but I do think the bullpen can get it done. And the Greinke's have scored only 2 runs, or the Guardians have only scored 2 runs in games started by Greinke this year. Also, the books giving Greinke a little bit of respect. The Royals are only plus 112 on the money line for the full game. And if you look at the weather, it's blowing in minus 23% for home runs, according to Ballpark Pal. So I really like this one. I think we're going to see a pretty good start from Greinke. Get that Guardians under 4.5 for team total runs. Several different ways this could go under. Greinke could pitch pretty well. He could not pitch well, but they still stay under that line. So I really like it. I'm going back to my team totals, which I was pretty dialed in for the past couple weeks on. So that's my favorite play of the day. But Logan, you know what time it is. It's NRFI Nation time, and we need to bounce back after yesterday. We're waving these flags, and we're getting active today. The music, the rock music's back. People love it. And we're cashing. We need 6 outs, and I think we got a pretty good one today. This one did hit yesterday, and we're getting into it. Now, yesterday we did talk about that Royals NRFI, and that one, of course, hit, and ours didn't. But, that's just the nature of betting no on first inning. Today we're going to the Orioles and Blue Jays, no on first inning, currently minus 122 on FanDuel Sportsbook. Go to BetMGM, you're going to be drinking a whole lot of this juice because they're a minus 150, a ridiculous number. Not even worse than DraftKings. But let's talk about why I like this one. Now, Dean Kramer's on the mound for the Orioles. 12-4 on no one first inning. He's been very good at home, 7-1. That's what we like to see. We know the Blue Jays have some annoying hitters, like they're 19th in first inning runs. Now, I do want to note that I believe Springer is 1 for 6 versus Kramer. Vladdy has good splits, but Kirk doesn't. Kirk's like 1 for 4. So I think Mr. Kramer can get us those first 3 outs. Who's pitching for the Blue Jays today, Logan?
Yeah, we've got the Blue Jays ace, right? We got Manoah going for him, and he should be really solid, right? 22-4 on NRFIs. Now, against Baltimore, 2-1 on NRFIs. He did allow a NRFI, mixed in there, but I hope he got that out of his system because, today he's getting us a NRFI. Baltimore, back of the pack, 27th in first inning runs. This Baltimore offense, really, most of the season, the trend is that they don't score in the first inning, right? Unless you get a Cedric Mullins leadoff double. You're in pretty good shape for that one. But, these teams, scored 15 runs yesterday, but still NRFI'd. I mean, that's definitely notable. And the over-under today, sit back down to 7.5. I mean, that's the range that we're really comfortable picking these NRFIs in, and this should be a lower scoring game of early. Fingers crossed. Let's fly the flags, NRFI Nation.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need to bounce back. We need that Blue Jays Orioles NRFI to hit. I believe we need 15 more NRFIs on the year to hit 100. We'll do an absolute big celebration if we can get to that number. We appreciate you guys. Those are our 3 plays of the day. Let's talk about our parlay of the day, which missed by 1 leg yesterday. We got 2 more legs coming right after you. We got Tigers plus 1.5. Tigers run line on the full game. We're taking the Phillies, the first 5 run line, minus the 0.5. It's plus 250. That's our parlay of the day. I'm going to put up our college football best bets video. Go check out that one because NFL best bets are starting to roll out. Definitely check that out. I'll be in a premiere if you guys want to check me out. I'll be talking to you guys in the chat. is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. You'll see it there. You see it pop up. Let's get active. Let's have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the